No one likes that.
Switch. What? What are you doing over there? Didi?
You know, I'm pissed off at you. I just saw when you switched that we're live.
Yeah.
You gave yourself away.
I did.
And I'm pissed off. You know, I'm already started pissed off.
On tonight's Deeper Issues Nerdcast, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre lands a director and takes us back to Texas for this reimagining. Also, that's where all my exes live, mind you. The Walt Disney Company is releasing some of their more popular songs in sign language. Looks meaningful. Oh my God. Looks like meaningful evolution, but, you know, it could also just be corporate optics. We talked trailers. We got a Coyote versus Acme and a Clayface trailer. And Didi just watched the Street Fighter trailer. The Simpsons are phasing out their couch gag. Could signal the end of an era. Also, the debate about AI rages on, so buckle up, buttercups, because we may be headed towards another Didi crash out. Stick around, because your fandom awaits. Fantasies of God, fantasies. Welcome back to the place where we think all the deep thoughts about all the shallow things until we've been returned to the ether, into space dust, stardust, whatever we would dissolve into in the ether of space.
We are stardust.
If this is your first time joining us, what we do here is we take the weekly geeky zeitgeist, make it accessible and digestible, whether you're a total noob or level 99 pop culture wizard. Myself and my fellow nerds planner have a PhD in pop culture in order to be your geeky guides to helping you discover what kind of nerd you really are. So welcome back to the gateway to all things nerdy, no gatekeeping allowed. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Settle down. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the comments across all platforms to the best of my abilities. Since I am in the producer's chair today, my name is Pablo Romero Estevez. To my left, so no Ty today. So I'm sitting in Ty's spot. Ty had a thing. Had to go see a man about a dog. To my left, the safest Didi in North America. The only Didi whose couch you could comfortably rest on and know you're not going to be stuck to the cushions in a pool of baby oil by the time you get up. That's not happening with this Didi. That's just the other Didi. Live Didi Julian King.
I say this every time, but that was the worst one. That was the worst one yet.
Well, you should be proud of that. You're the good Didi. The good Didi. Not like that bad Didi out there. So this is the portion of the show now that we've gotten all the intros out of the way where we get to it, folks. We don't just try to nerd explain. We're breaking it up here. We have segments. Like I said, if this is your first time joining us, and we don't just nerd explain, but we learn stuff and we want to share that with you. So this is a little segment we call, What Did We Learn This Week?
I feel like I learned something.
Didi, what did you learn this week?
Pass.
You my headphones fell off. You did.
Shit!
Are we gonna?
Well, I was so focused on like the things
AI
that we were going to
discussion?
talk about that I did not think about what I learned. But what?
Okay, so if you guys are coming back,
yeah,
after last week, hello everybody in chat. By the way,
what's up, chat?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, chat? I don't want to try to pronounce everybody's username because I couldn't do that if I tried. Last week, Didi and I guess we'll do this as a joint what we learned this week. We had a deep not that deep of a discussion. It was a very angry discussion about generative AI, I guess the effects on the industry, what's happening with generative AI. And there's that terminology of like AI is coming, but it's like at this point, AI is here and it's affecting the different artistic industries across the board. I mean, it's affecting all sorts of industries. There's a lot of things. I feel like paralegals are probably being affected by it, not just like the arts and whatnot. And just kind of, I guess, what generative AI is meaning in a real world sense of like, I don't know, how applicable it may be. So after our discussion, we sent out a bunch of stuff. We have a group chat. Well, it's me sending out stuff and everybody just no selling my group texts.
No responses.
0 responses. I got 1 response from Jared at some point.
My bad.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
It's okay.
I read him.
Yeah. Just no thumbs up or anything.
Yeah, I should have done that. Sorry.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
There is a thumbs down option.
Yeah, I know.
You could at least thumbs down it. Anyways.
Any response. I'm sorry.
So
I learned I'm bad at texting.
I've
already known that.
Yeah. We've learned about, I guess, other things since that last discussion to try to have a further discussion. And I invite everybody to chime in and throw in your perspective. If you're listening to this on the audio podcast after the fact, sorry, just yell in your car or wherever you're listening to.
Well, okay.
And maybe we'll hear you from a distance.
Actually, I did think about something.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
And it might
I had a thought.
Be related to that topic altogether, but I don't know. Do you know like the Instagram stories and like the reels and the TikToks of the back rooms?
Yeah. That's getting a movie.
It's getting a movie. And like
well, explain the
A24
back rooms for people who don't know the back rooms.
Well, basically it's very off-putting, weird.
It's like YouTube content, right? Like
it's YouTube.
It was a YouTuber that kind of like created a weird thing where you fall into.
Yeah, it's a YouTuber that like, okay, you could be going too far in one direction and you end up in the back rooms. And the back rooms are just like, imagine an abandoned mall or something very eerie like that. And then weird stuff is happening, very dreamlike.
An empty space. Where you're like, so it's like you enter a portal basically from like a public place in a back room, and then you enter like the opposite version of, or just like an endless maze or labyrinth.
And it's like a dreamscape / like hellscape, you know, like you're in it. And at first it just feels like feels like, oh, I'm still at the same place, but it feels off. And then the deeper you go into it, it's like faces are growing out of the floor and everything's off and weird. Right. So he's getting the creator of it. He's getting a movie now. A24 greenlit it. They're having him direct it. And it's big actors in the movie. Which is
this is a trend right now. I feel like there was the submarine movie with the other gamer. Gosh, why can't I remember that movie?
Well, A24
YouTubers are getting films right now, it seems like.
It is, and it is very cool. But I've always wondered how he made those.
Iron Lung. Sorry.
Iron Lung. Okay, yeah.
Yes, that Iron Lung movie was that YouTuber as well. And it got a lot of, I haven't seen it, but it got a lot of praise, and some people hated it. It was divisive, I guess.
So
polarized.
When you watch the back rooms, it's very weird and off-putting, kind of like watching anything created by AI, where it's like, this is off. This is like seems like reality, but it's off.
The Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny
Valley, I guess that applies to
faces.
Faces are seeing mirrored images of people. But I guess the same phenomenon.
It's more of a blanket term now of, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, like it's an effect of like something here is off.
Is off. And it gives you the creeps.
I like shit like that.
I love shit like that. And I love the back rooms. And he's getting a movie. He got to
in real life too, am I right? You know?
What the hell?
No, I'm just kidding.
But
just kidding.
I wonder how he created that as like a individual artist creating.
He stole the ideas. He stole it from Stranger Things. He stole it from Mega Realms. You steal it from.
It's not stolen.
Great artist steal, did he?
Well, that's
Jordan Peele kind of did that with Us. It was like the alternate version of the world, and there was actually the people that were the alternate.
That's fine. People get ideas from different things.
Yeah.
I just meant how did he create? How he created it, because he had to use some sort of software to, like, sometimes he'd be filming and he'd be out next to like graffiti and stuff, and then it would be like all of a sudden in the back rooms or whatever, and it was all very
That's I
like,
think that's like AR,
did
so augmented reality in that
yeah,
one.
he did use AR
So
technology. So it was interesting because I was like thinking about that earlier, and then I was like blank when I didn't know we were starting. Classic. But then I was like, if I said that, are you going to be like, yeah, exactly, AI? And I'm like, well, no, I don't think that he used AI.
I don't know, but I wouldn't
it
be
would be interesting.
surprised if he did.
But because he was a solo artist creating things, he could have, you know. But in this new movie, he's not. It's all, you know,
Yeah,
practical effects, which is everything he wanted to do. I did look that up, and then
so the AI overview from Google would be that it says he did not use AI. It was created using 3D software, Blender, and compositing tools with Adobe After Effects. Yeah, it's a popular found footage backroom series by Kane Pixels, and said the realistic look was handcrafted by artist Kane Parsons to resemble the 1990s analog video footage not generated by artificial intelligence tools.
period.
So,
And he made that effect, and it made it so off-putting and so like uncanny valley feeling, but without using AI. And that's pretty cool. And he didn't have to, and he made it by himself. And so yeah, I'd like that to be the thing I learned.
that is pretty cool, and I do like the trend of YouTubers getting films that are like mass distributed because they're like, oh, you have a built-in following kind of thing.
A24 does give chances to people, like, you know, like Talk to Me. That was like, you know, really indie produced, like a trailer that they made a trailer for it.
Oh.
And then A24 got it, and they were like, we want to do it. Let's do it. We're doing that.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I think that's, and I mean, look, I mean, what the other end of the coin, and now like once more, AI like is such a hot button issue for, I feel like, a lot of people at the moment, because look, this is me not keeping an eye on any.
What,
of
are
the
we gonna
chats.
jump in?
It is
I don't see anything.
okay. Well, I see it right here, but I don't know if it's coming from YouTube. Okay, just a lot of highs. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Rubu Terra and Janado Nut. Yeah, I am very interested. I think that studios are giving these opportunities to YouTubers because it does also show like supporting independent creators in a way to where there are a lot of techniques and riskier ways to create films practically that the studios had stepped away from, and now the average independent filmmaker knows how to use a lot of these older practical techniques to still create, you know, now with the more advanced technology that we have as well, to create some really cool stuff out there, like really cool content that then hopefully gets turned into films or whatever it may be. And yeah, this is a testament to it. The Iron Lung thing, that's crazy that guy would just play that weird little pixelated game, and he's like, I want to adapt this into a movie, and the YouTuber like pulled all the movie theaters and basically got a mass release because there was just like enough people buying the tickets.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And so, okay, so I want to read a little bit of the comments. So I posted the clip from our initial discussion, and we did get a bit of engagement, like some funny ones. Obviously, there's like, oh, they're gonna cut artists out. There's two,
hilarious.
Yeah,
that's a hilarious one.
Artists will be gone soon. ...
Hilarious. Why would that be a funny one?
Well, there's like, I'm saying there's not very. All right, look.
So you mean ones that agree with me are funny?
The ones, okay, she's right, but we now need to rely on our common man to build a resurgence of newfound love with original art forms and media. It's up to us to show appreciation only to our independent / striving artists rather than go see the next Marvel film. I feel like is a really good.
Is that one funny?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Sure. No, this is just a comment. And then Dan Parks, creator of the Old Town Film Festival, by the way, he has a bit of a longer one. And he does think that it's going to be even the playing field to an extent that history has proved that wide is the path that leads to destruction and narrow is the gate that leads to eternal life. And is like oftentimes audience goes and sees like what's easy and not what's in the hype machine. However, every once in a while, the avant-garde breaks through. I think that is the focus. Why can't the little guy break through like the original Rocky, Napoleon Dynamite, Blair Witch Project, and Paranormal Activity? And he said, I heard the other day, if your story and the fact that you're telling it isn't the most unique thing about you, then you'll never compete with the machine. Sorry, I have trouble reading, but basically saying like, yeah, exactly that. Like everybody's got, and Kevin Smith has even said this, like everybody's got their unique perspective and story and way to be able to tell it. And that's what's interesting about each individual. Everybody's got like one beautiful story in them to tell, right? So an artist in today's world must use AI, but only while remaining authentic. If it's too chasing trends, then forget about it. I agree with that as well. Like it is, you can create your art using technology and this tool as long as it's authentic to what you need it for. You're not just overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get, all right, go ahead.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, are we doing this now?
Yeah. Well,
I guess we're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you sent me that thing that was like,
So, yeah, we
okay,
watched the videos. Go ahead. No, go.
Well, this is my thing about that.
Okay.
So you sent this video by what's his name?
Oh, the guy from Showrunner, but I think he's just like kind of a reporter.
Yeah, for sure.
discussing
100%. And
what's happening.
he's saying that, you know, Pete Davidson and
Casey Affleck
were able to make this movie for like 70 million instead of whatever.
Because they use it. They use
they filmed it
AI
all
backgrounds.
They filmed it all in this like tiny empty space.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Amazing. But you are always, and I'm always on about, and you are literally always on about like if so if somebody is on the Epstein list and I'm like, I don't fuck with that director or that creator anymore because they made that movie. I'm not watching that movie. And you go, oh, well, you're actually stealing jobs. Like all these jobs, like a movie creates all these jobs for people. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right about that. But they have a choice to not work with that person. But in this case, you're like, yes, that's so cool that they're doing this without a big studio. Fine. But they're filming it in an empty, like, storage unit.
Yeah, empty
which
space,
is the
kind of thing.
actors, which is stealing jobs from set creators.
Well, you still in order to make a movie to a certain level. But yeah,
they said they filmed that in an entire empty space.
But you still need
just
gaffers to light the talent. You still need a makeup team.
So
to light
okay,
the talent,
you're
so
okay.
You still need wardrobe.
Sure.
You still need
but set creators.
A crew.
So you're talking about a very
set designers. Yes, I agree.
You're cutting out a fundamental part of movie magic of creating sets. That I mean, look at you've toured sets?
Yeah,
You've
they're
been
cool.
on sets.
I love set design.
Yes, it is a huge part of movie magic. You're just gonna have these actors just have the environment rendered around them, and we're not supposed to be concerned. Like set design, that's like a whole thing that you could graduate from film school with a degree in set design.
Yeah,
and now
working with your hands. Well,
I think could be taken away.
No,
and that is being taken away.
I think it's gonna be up to us, but I think people are still gonna seek out the genuine. That's the thing. I don't think it's gonna be few and far between for bigger films.
Moving towards this, and
I don't think everything's gonna be that way because I think people would just naturally.
But why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it if it's cheaper and easier and they don't have to pay people as much?
Because people aren't gonna, once more, like the uncanny valley effect, we're gonna see what's disingenuous. So I think the average viewer, like I'm giving a little bit of credit to people who will seek out the genuine thing. But yes, a lot of times people do give into the overhyped machine.
Yeah.
However, I do think we're getting fatigue from superhero and Marvel movies, and a lot
Yeah,
of
but you create original IP, you make the movie, you raise the money. You can do indie movies have existed without AI.
I agree.
And they can exist again. You don't have to use AI. You don't have to make it studio like quality, like major motion picture, like $1 billion like quality.
Yeah, the avant-garde will break through, just like Dan said there.
Not all things are avant-garde, like Sinners. Let's talk about Sinners.
It's a feat, and that's I don't think. Okay,
And then also let's talk
let me
about
clarify
let's
this.
talk about practical effects, okay? Because what are some of the best movies you've ever seen? Labyrinth, Willow.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I wouldn't say they're the best, but they're good.
But your thing is all physical media, VHS, and you're going to tell me that those aren't some of the best movies. If we put more money into that in AI, don't you think? I always said that from the beginning. Like, imagine instead of CGI, that if we invested more time and money into practical effects make a huge difference in a film. The magic is there. There's no magic in AI.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. I think you think it's easier and it's more accessible for people.
I don't think so.
You do
you're
think
making
that.
you're making me seem like I'm not a studio exec.
I
am far from a billionaire. Okay, I'm not that, and I'm not choosing to lick the boot because I think what's more that those people are tone deaf and they don't know what people want. And I think people who appreciate art and good storytelling will always gravitate to the genuine and to the authentic. I think for sure studios are going to look at this thing and use it. Hello from Brazil. I think people will use this, or studios. I'm sorry. I think studios will use this technology. I think creative indie filmmakers will leverage this technology to up, where they lack in budget and into invest into the people who are worth paying for their craft. I think the other thing is it's really fucking expensive to make a film. And that sucks, I feel like, for some of these independent filmmakers, because and this is what I didn't talk about last week, is the legal representative, one of the legal reps for SAG-AFTRA was at this symposium over AI. And they stated, so it's not, as much as I want to think that SAG-AFTRA is a defender of the people, they were like, oh, we negotiated in the contract that if an actor, or if they're going to use an AI actor or an AI avatar as in a film, then they still have to pay into the SAG-AFTRA pension. Right. And so it's like, oh, of course, as long as you guys are paying in there. Right. And that to me is a bit gatekeepery in the way of, oh, as long as you're still, it's pay to play still, no matter what, if you want to be in with the unions and whatnot. And I'm not anti-union whatsoever. I think unions protect people. I'm not saying that, but I do think sometimes the processes have gotten harder for the independent filmmaker who maybe does have that. And I know that there are options for micro budgets for SAG-AFTRA, but there's still, like, if I have a $30,000 budget, which is a lot for an average indie filmmaker, if I have a $30,000 budget, I'd want to spend it on making sure my crew gets fed properly. I want to make sure that everybody is comfortable, and then we have the amenities that are taken care of. I would want a core of really good, hardworking folks that were passionate about the craft. And you know what I'm saying? I would not want to take my $30,000 budget and pay 25 or 20,000 of it to making sure that I'm meeting certain requirements from a union. Like, that's just what it is, right? Like it sucks because I feel like that stifles true creativity for a lot of people out there that could use certain resources that would up their production value, but are being gate kept from the small micro budget filmmaker. And that's what's interesting, is that if somebody with a really good idea and $500 has been given some sort of fire to be able to tell their story, because everybody has one amazing story in them.
And again,
so making things accessible to those people is important.
Yes. And again, I just think that that's all you're thinking about when we talk about this.
No,
is that the person
no.
with $500 in their pocket and that they're gonna make the movie that they want to make, and it's so cool that they don't have to pay all these fees and all these things, and they get to make the movie at studio quality or whatever
Hi,
they're
Brazil.
gonna do. But all I'm saying is that that's a fairy tale. People with the more money are going to use this to cut people out of work. And that's just it. That's period. Simple. That is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's already
happening.
So I know that art will exist and people will like prevail and everything like that. All you're saying. But I just think that it's a crazy stance to take that AI will be the savior of it.
No, I don't think AI is going to be the savior of it. I think people, once more, I think people are just going to gravitate to what's genuine and authentic and real.
Yeah, and that's not AI. So
I'm not saying it is.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying
I
that
feel like I'm
AI
on
is
drugs right now.
Well, because you're taking the argument the wrong way, because all you're hearing from me is because I'm like, hey, there's something interesting for generative AI to artists. For some reason, you're just taking that as me being like, yeah, like we should replace a lot of things with AI. Like, no,
you're just
people
saying
are going to
people are going to
always
use it.
Yeah, some people are going to use it.
They're going to.
Some artists are going to use it and be able to create interesting things.
But if you think that it's not going to, like, if we like as artists, as an artist,
some people are already using it.
I know, but if we don't like
take a stance,
stop. Literally, like laws are being formed that can be like, you can't do that. You can't like have like an AI generative actor in a movie. Those are already laws are being like made. Like strikes are like happened already that they're like they want to be protected in their field.
Strikes were settled.
Yeah, but they're finding ways around them. So more strikes will happen. I guarantee it. 100% more strikes will happen. And because you can't just steal jobs and like replace people with generative AI with nobody caught, like, you know, even if it's pure of heart, like you're saying, oh, it's so pure. These people want to create something. They don't want to have a studio behind them, but studios are going to exploit those things. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, studios are going to exploit anything. Studios have been exploiting artists
but
for centuries. So like the big argument with the Marvel Studios thing was that Marvel was underpaying and overworking a lot of those artists. And then people were complaining because they're like, oh, this sucks for, the artists working on Marvel projects. And then they have to like revise. Remember like the face in Thor Ragnarok, a little boy, they're like, well, why was that weird graphic in there? It looked like it was something that was just superimpose an extra scene to help tie in the story. And a lot of the artists that worked on these sets, like they that worked on these projects, sorry, not sets, were saying that they're like, yeah, we were just like grossly underpaid and ridiculously overworked. I think there's still going to be a place for people that are CGI artists. I think it's going to fall a little bit more into the realm of independent filmmaking, but I'm not going to fight a certain technology that could speed up certain workflows for me because I'm a video editor. So it's like I will probably end up dabbling or hitting elbows with generative AI at some point within that industry because of the way that programs now work. And it's been moving in that direction within the world of video editing.
Don't you take pride in like, if I know, okay. So especially with editing, it takes hours of like days, weeks, months, years to perfect something. And it is like those people win awards for the
very
work.
Detail oriented. Yeah, no, I've edited a lot of things.
And it's incredible. And it's something that cannot be replaced. But then, okay, now I'm going to supplement my work with a bit of AI to do this. Do you think that some of the humanity can come out? Yes.
Yeah.
100%. And so I was talking about this earlier that Adrian Brody won for Best Actor last year for The Brutalist. and his accent in The Brutalist was AI enhanced. So you've got actors out there perfecting a language, going to speech dialects coaches.
Saying Brody couldn't cut it.
I'm just saying that there are actors
Do
getting
better, Adrian
like
Brody.
dialect coaches or living with the person that they're portraying for a year, 2 years, perfecting mannerisms, perfecting little tiny things that they do in their speech, or spending so much time perfecting, and it's a craft. It's a craft.
Of
And
course,
then-
I'm not denying that it is.
Yeah. And then you're gonna have Adrian Brody out here, you know, in this Zionist propaganda movie, and then they're gonna use fucking AI to enhance his accent. He's gonna win Best Actor. He didn't spend any time like trying to learn that dialect. He might have spent time on the act and on the, I don't know what he did. That movie sucks. But he just,
I didn't see it.
it's bad. But he won Best Actor.
Yeah.
And his dialect in it
Oh,
is
so
completely
his Hungarian dialect,
is AI
not his
enhanced.
accent. So his dialect so they fixed like
Yeah.
for him to be able to have the proper
Yeah.
way to say.
But there's
and
people
pronounce
that
things.
dedicate years of their life to perfect things that they're going to portray in a film.
Well, the other thing is crazy is that American audiences don't fucking know
Wouldn't-
the difference
wouldn't
anyways.
know the
Because I've
difference.
seen a lot of stuff where people speak Spanish in certain films and they don't speak Spanish natively, and just like for them, like it's like, oh, that sounds so fucking authentic because they don't know any better. So they could have not done that, and it would have been just
And it would
fine
have been fine.
because nobody knows the difference.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What is a Hungarian dialect?
My thing too is that like Johnny Depp, one time he played in Finding Neverland, he played J.M. Barrie, and he studied for a year or two in like perfecting the dialect from that certain region that J.M. Barrie was from, and he nailed it, and he was absolutely incredible. And it was like, dang, that's a craft. Like you dedicated yourself and your time and your life to like speaking like that. And everyone talks about Johnny Depp like, oh, his voice has changed so much and he talks so weird now. And it's like, yeah, because he's
Because he's
literally
drinking those mega pints of wine.
sure.
Yeah.
But he also like spent years perfecting Hunter S. Thompson's like every single mannerism
Yeah,
from him. How can that not change your personality? I swear to God, I'm around somebody for like 10 minutes and I start talking like them. So yeah, of course, if you're going to like literally dedicate a portion of your life to learning how to speak exactly like that for your art, that's going to rub off. So that argument's crazy to me. But
I agree
he
with
got
you.
he got nominated for both those roles, but the J.M. Barrie one for a specific dialect, he had no videos to look back on to see if that like how he talked. He just learned the region he's from, spent so much time in that region, learned how to speak like that, down to like the syllable. And that's a master class in acting.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you're gonna have Adrian Brody win an award for an AI enhanced accent. That's crazy.
Well, hold on, don't.
No,
You're
It's crazy.
you're downplaying maybe the other things he did as an actor to embody whatever.
you know what he
character he's
did?
Playing.
Acted like Adrian Brody out there.
Was he just?
He acted like
I doubt
Adrian
it.
Brody, and yeah, no, it's bad. Watch the movie, please.
Have you seen the movie?
I've seen it.
And
I can't.
is it worse than
Damn.
Jared Leto in House of Gucci?
Well, I'm sure nothing's worse than
I
Jared
agree.
Leto.
Look, but this is then what
But
this is.
and also that's jobs from dialect coaches.
But to your point, all jobs aside, this
Jobs
isn't-
aside,
yes, to your point, this is a deeper discussion at its core. Of it comes down to lost artistry. This is a societal issue in our appreciation for art and what we support and what we allow to just be fed to us.
exactly. And that's another thing of AI. You've literally gone on this podcast and talked about how people like studios are making movies where they repeat the plot of the movie 30 times
Yeah.
and spell it out for you so that you can look at your phone while you're doing it. And it's like, so you're like AI is feeding more into that, where everything's quick, simple, right in front of you, pump out movies, no concern like about the art of it.
Yeah, but
The art
I'm not
will not die
I'm not
because
disagreeing with
people
you.
will always carry on the art of it. But yeah, the magic does die, even if it's an artist making it. Because you sent me that thing that's like, oh, Pete Davidson and Casey Affleck are doing this thing.
That's just a news report. Yeah,
I get it, but
I'm saying that's happening. Don't be mad at me about it.
I'm
I
just
didn't make
telling
that.
you that the art and the magic is completely removed from that film because the sets, everything, they're acting in an empty room. Do you know how magical a set is?
Yeah, I've
You
been on
know.
sets, Didi. I've worked at haunted house. I worked at the
So
house
I
of
don't
Shut.
understand what we're talking about.
Because you're just hearing one thing from me. But
I'm not.
Okay, let me get.
You're not hearing anything from me. I feel like.
I hear what you're saying, and
then you should say period.
yeah, sure, period. But once
But
more,
then-
that's a deeper discussion. Okay, I think we're mad at the wrong thing. So this is I support your anger, but I think it's misdirected because we shouldn't be mad at technology and a tool. We should be mad at media conglomerates that are using this thing against it. We shouldn't be upset at the people who created Tilly Northwood. We should be upset that media drives, like social media drives that short form content, the outrage content. We shouldn't be so. One of the other things, and that the news reports, and that we should be mad at certain media streams that do create outrage. So the Tilly Norwood thing, a lot of people don't, and we were discussing this before the show. Tilly Norwood is basically, it's Poppy, right? It's a more advanced version of now I can control a thing. There was a article that went viral that was like, oh, Aline van der Velden, who is this like Dutch comedian who created Tilly Norwood with Particle 6, claimed at the Zurich Film Festival that they're like, oh, Tilly Norwood has about 5 agencies circling. What's funny about that news report, that every media outlet from Deadline to Variety Action, all these garbage sites reported that news source, didn't cite, or at some point do cite it at the bottom, but nobody's looking at the citations there, that report, that statement that was made by Particle 6 came from an AI generated comedy sketch that Particle 6 had put together about Tilly Norwood. That was, at the end of the day, the Tilly Norwood, the AI actress thing, this whole project is parody. And they're missing that nuance, and they're reporting it as if it's fact. But this whole thing is parody. So I don't want to be upset at these creators, at these people parodying all these different things, or I'm not going to be upset at the creators. I need to be upset at this clickbait culture. I need to be upset at the internet culture that's been created and how we consume content in general. I need to be upset at the conglomerates that are, pushing more art for this second screen experience. I'm not upset at the everyday worker. I'm not upset at people leveraging generative AI to tell a story, to feed into certain things. I'm mad at us in creating and allowing and supporting these things that has taken away from true art. But once more, people who appreciate genuine art are always going to gravitate to genuine art. And what's going to happen is, yes, studios will leverage AI, and it is going to be trash, and some stuff may be good, and some stuff may be entertaining. But at the end of the day, it's up to us, the people that what we want to see. That's where we need to be putting our money into. So if you want to see more genuine content, like, pour into that stuff and support those independent filmmakers, support those independent artists, go to like cons and support the artists directly. Like, I'm not, but we need to decide where we're putting this in. So I don't think the issue is generative AI. I think the issue is us still, and not just that, it's also like all these companies are just really trying to, like, Warner Brothers isn't hurting. They're in debt for a giant company, but they want to like freaking maximize profits. And we should be upset at that. We should be upset at the people that are trying to maximize profits, because I think there is space for all those artists and those jobs and generative AI to work in tandem with one another and practical effects to still exist. But that's not generative AI's fault. That's us for what we're choosing to go see. And that's on the studios and those decision makers, and shame on them for doing that sort of thing and removing people's jobs.
Yes, 100% shame on them. But I'm saying that in the scenario that you've built to like justify all this stuff, you're not realizing that those are the people with all the money and the power, and that's what we'll be getting.
Yeah. I can't argue that I can't dispute that sucks. There's a lot of people in power that I don't want to be in power right now.
You're saying this Tilly character or whatever is like a parody. Oh, don't take it seriously. It's a parody.
Don't take it seriously. No.
I understand that. But do you understand that it won't stop there? Oh, wait. You can AI generate an actor? You mean we don't have to pay millions of dollars to actors?
That's never going to happen.
It will.
No,
yes, it will.
I promise you, it will get past social media. I do not, unless, so like I can see what's happening with Val Kilmer right now. Yeah. I don't think we're going to live in a world where somebody's going to, well, you know, I don't know. We'll see.
You're wrong.
I'll tell you what I won't do. I won't support that.
I know, but so you're already kind of like, you think that it will stop at this like parody, like actor of an AI actor. It will not.
No, absolutely not. I'm not saying it will.
Yeah, but and studios are already making movies where they repeat everything, and so that people are entertained throughout the entire thing. They're making movies dumber.
Yeah, that sucks. Don't watch that stuff and don't support it.
But you don't understand that that's what people are going to do.
Well, hey, people. Olivia's got something to talk to y'all about, right? Tell it to the people, Olivia. Talk to them.
I'm talking to you.
No, I usually talk to the people and tell them what to do.
Because people in the industry are fighting against this, being like, don't even let it get off the ground.
You know what I'm going to fight against? I will fight against the Paramount Netflix merger.
I can't even fucking hear about this anymore.
I will fight against, I can't fight against generative AI.
Yes, you can. Actors, everybody in SAG, everybody in any sort of.
That's not true. Not everybody at SAG, once more, has negotiated, as long as they're paying into the SAG pension, that they can use AI. So,
but you know what? It's going to come up again.
The Defender of the People allowed that to happen.
100%. It's going to come up again. There's going to be more strikes. There's going to be
more negotiation. Sure.
So, but that's crazy that they gave that up. Because
is it crazy?
It is, because they're going to pay into the SAG pensions.
What percentage of people in SAG do you think are the people that don't really need the pensions? Would you say are like the high level actors, not the blue collar extras?
No, like I'm a SAG member.
Yeah. Okay. So how well is SAG taking care of you?
Not at all.
Right. That's the other thing, is I'm like not going to really shed a tear for the Adrian Brody's of the world. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying that he won an Oscar for something that he didn't.
The Oscars have been bought and paid for, though. So, come on. That's why Ryan Coogler didn't win Best Director.
Yeah, we know this.
So, what are you upset about?
I'm just saying,
it's like
I want to take the whole thing back.
Upset that fucking CM Punk lost at WrestleMania.
System.
Yeah, but once more, that's I support
and
your
it's a
aggression.
wrong thing. Supporting AI, we should just take it down.
No,
altogether as people.
I support your
You know
anger.
what, Tilly? You can join us, but then afterwards you're fired.
I support your anger. My point is direct that.
Do I not make
energy.
Sense?
Well, because it's like you're being like, fucking, I can't believe the fucking this sword for being this fucking inanimate object that people use to fucking stab people with, or whatever it may be. And it's like, well, you need to be mad at the fucking people making the swords and giving access to the swords, and then, using the swords to stab people with.
It's a great metaphor.
Is it not?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know how well else to explain it. I'm saying that sword's going to exist. People are going to use that sword, but it's, I don't know.
But you don't have to support it.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. Don't use the sword. Be upset at the people stabbing the sword.
You're an artist. Don't support it.
I can't. I'm not going to fight workflows. I'm not going to
fight City Hall.
No, I'm not. It's not that I'm not going to fight City Hall. I'm not going to fight technology. I'm going to see what technology. I'm not bootlicking a studio. I'm saying I want to see
But
what
that's who's
options
going
I
to
have as a film.
exploit that. That's who's going to exploit it, Pablo.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm not arguing
So if
that
it
fact
goes
with you.
further, even if creators use it, we should no one should use it because it's going to get exploited and it's going to be bad for everyone.
Okay, before we start doing that, we need to stop watching
Or the
shit
guillotines are going to come out and like we'll be chilling.
on Netflix. We need to fucking. There's so many things, in my opinion, that would improve and boost jobs and things in the film industry. And if I were to make a list of the top 10 things plaguing the film industry in LA and Hollywood right now, I hate to say this, generative AI would not be on the top 10. The problem is this is a distraction, and this is what they want you to talk about, while they just make things harder for filmmakers and films and television to be made.
But it's definitely
so the
part of
discussion
it.
doesn't need to be, oh, generative AI bad.
Well,
I agree,
that's just what
billionaires
we're-
bad.
No,
but
a billionaire bad.
But that's billionaire bad. But generative AI, not real.
But it's part
tool used to distract with billionaire, getting you to fight.
It's part of the conversation, though.
It is part of the
You
conversation.
can't say it's not.
I'm not saying it isn't. Once
You just
more,
said-
not saying it isn't part of the conversation. I'm saying that we need to be upset at studios and conglomerates, and the fact that the reason why there aren't this many jobs is because there's so many mergers, and they reduce redundancies, and then they do things for tax write-offs and rewarding systems that have bled into the entertainment industry that have gotten us into a bunch of other bad situations with a bunch of other equity capital. Look, as a pro wrestling fan, pro wrestling fans are seeing that right now with this whole TKO, this freaking equity firm who purchased UFC and WWE, and this was the most commercials ever in a pro wrestling event of any like history. So that's who I would be mad at. I'm not going to be mad at the fucking better camera or the, you know what I'm saying? Or the faster computer, because that's not where the direction should be. That's a tool for.
And what I've been saying is that it's coming down the pike. So just be ready. So you're singing this tune this day.
Ain't nobody paying me anyways. This is the other. I feel like that I got no skin in the game. The only thing I can do is potentially leverage something to give me more skin in the game.
I don't disagree that you can use it as a tool. I don't think that you should be using it to build sets and whatever, but
I don't think I can afford that level of generative AI. Once more, I think that's
I think that the AI,
but maybe what if I could shoot a feature-length film? If here's the thing with like unions and SAG-AFTRA and independent filmmakers, and George A. Romero straight up told me at some point,
the man himself,
share last name. He said, "You guys are fucking ruining this film industry. It's impossible for filmmakers to get shit done." This was like 12, 13, 14 years ago, before generative AI was even a fucking thought in the entertainment industry. And he talked about how impossible the processes were for filmmakers. And there's so much shit that got made at some point that is not getting made.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of the different gatekeeping methods that exist in the film industry. So let's say I, Pablo Romero Estevez, nobody filmmaker, mediocre podcaster, was granted the gift of a top-notch actor. Let's say like a I don't know, like Adrian Brody. I don't know. Let's say Michael B. Jordan were to come in tomorrow and be like, I read your script that you wrote with Olivia King, and I want to make this movie.
Olivia King.
But in order for you to get me, I'm a member of SAG-AFTRA, so you have to go through the micro budget process. So your $30,000.
Well, I don't agree with any of that. Okay,
your $30,000 budget is going to be eaten up because I need to be paid according to SAG-AFTRA based on where I am, whatever all these different things are ranking. Even though you're a micro budget film, I need to be paid $25,000 of those $30,000.
Well, I just don't think it's right.
Okay, let me finish my statement here. And then I was like, fuck, I really want Michael B. Jordan. I have to abide by these SAG-AFTRA rules.
So your budget's
so
my
$5,000 budget, and then a buddy of mine would come along and say, "Hey, I can generate all your sets for $1,000, and you can make this movie high concept with Michael B. Jordan, and potentially get you as an independent filmmaker put on the map. And you still have that $4,000 to play around with in order for you to be able to take care of your crew, get proper lighting, get the proper people around you. Because filmmaking at its core doesn't have to be this. It is bureaucratic, but I've worked on small things with people who have worked with bigger budget things, and they always assume that you can do things on a bigger budget level. We're going 50 minutes into this whole discussion. That's fine.
50?
Yeah.
That's the episode.
That's it. Good night, everybody. I would say, let's fucking take a look at this thing. Worst case scenario, have some fucking footage of Michael B. Jordan in a gray room.
Well, I'm not going to end agreeing with you.
Would you be like Pablo? Would you fucking? I feel
but
like
I get it. But
I'd take that deal, buddy.
I'd take that deal.
Yeah, of course you would.
No, I wouldn't.
You would take the deal.
No, I'd be like, hey,
Michael B. Jordan.
No, guess what? I do it off the fucking map. I wouldn't do SAG-AFTRA. He if he's already agreeing to be in our movie,
he has to.
No, if he's already agreeing to be in our movie, right? Off the map.
But this
whole movie style.
You're shooting
VHS tape
into a whole
no
VHS.
You
gotta shoot it
camera
on
like
the RCA camera.
No, like literally, that's how we're filming it. We're filming at my house, brother.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah. You know,
you know what I mean?
I'm about that.
And it's gonna be grainy. It's gonna be great. If you're already agreeing to be a part of it, Michael B. Jordan, which now I assume you are. Hey, so like he's down to film it with a old ass camera. No money. He's doing this. He's doing it.
Let's throw another actor because I feel like you're looking at Michael B. Jordan. What if it's a fucking, I don't know, like
anybody?
Bob Hoskins back from the day. What if it's fucking Benjamin Cumberpatch? What's his name?
Something like that.
Something Cumberpatch guy.
I assume if they read it and they were on board and they knew that we were mediocre podcasters.
Dr. Grant, could you turn that fan off? I'm freezing over here. Sorry.
And they knew
podcasters. All right, sorry.
Mediocre podcasters. That I didn't like that one. But
there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just assume that anyone signing up to that project would not like expect that, and we wouldn't have to be SAG approved to do it. It would be guerrilla style.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to work on this, Michael B. Jordan? You want to work with us? You gotta
do
take
it
a
like
pay
this.
cut, homie.
Guess what? We're not getting approval from the state park to film here.
We're $500 a hot dog and a handshake.
We're filming real quick and we're running. You know what I mean? Get it in one take type shit.
I had a pro cinematographer at some point.
You did.
Who helped me on a project, and that was like, he's like, all right, I know you're like low indie budget. He's like, I just have like these few rules. What was he like?
No smoking on set.
No smoking on set. No guerrilla filmmaking. We have to have permission everywhere.
And we
have to be insured and all these things. He's like, the last thing I want to do is be setting up, doing all these different things, and then getting kicked out of the spot. He's like, that has to be. He's like, that's a must. So there's some people that will. Michael B. Jordan's gonna be like, I'm not gonna risk getting arrested for your.
I got friends. You got friends. We could film there. I'm just still into guerrilla.
You know why?
Filmmaking.
Because true. Yeah, me too. But true artists are always going to show up.
Because I'm a fucking punk rock filmmaker, bro. I'm not gonna bend the knee. You're gonna bend the knee.
No, I'm not bending the knee.
Bootlicker.
I'm gonna use that fancy sword that Jon Snow has. We've gone on. Look, it's all right. AI exists. We'll see what will come of it. We're all navigating it. We're going to continue to navigate it together. Because I feel like you could be like that person that's like, email, you're going to put the postal service out of business.
Shut the fuck up. That was diabolical, actually. And you know what? I have to. Wow. You have to do this segment by yourself.
Look, we're not journalists. But we do keep our ears to the dirty streets. Olivia's got to pee. I need to sometimes read articles, sometimes read headlines. There's the empty chair right there. Most of the times, we're just scrolling our social media. No. You know what? No, I'm not scrolling my social media anymore. I look up these stories. Actually, some of it does come from seeing what the zeitgeist or what the trends are out there. So I'm lying. Okay, so the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a reimagining of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that I think was won out by A24. And I'm gonna read a little statement. This is from, I want to say, Screen Thrill, or this is CNET as part of the national. Sorry, that's the Disney one. This is from Screen Thrill. A24 has tapped rising filmmaker Curry Baker to direct the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot. Once more, the trend in Hollywood of creators, online creators, getting to step into these roles. I 100% support this. Trust me. Hey, I support this. The film is being described as a full reimagining of the 1974 horror classic, with Baker's take on Leatherface being kept completely under wraps. This is a huge jump for Baker, who went from an $800 YouTube film to landing a major A24 project after his festival hit Obsession sparked a $14 million bidding war. A24 won the rights after a heated auction, beating out studios like Blumhouse. There's already 9 films in the franchise. Oh, yeah, for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So there's 9 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. That is wild to think about. And now A24 is taking a swing at redefining it for a new generation. I am a huge fan of, well, Toby Hooper, but I also am a huge fan of the 2000, was it 2000 Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Dr. Grant, can you, just you and me now, Dr. Grant. So I need facts here. But there was, and I this kind of, I rolled on my feed not too long ago that was like, oh, this is peak filmmaking of like camera angles, which was probably, composite of CGI, where there's a shot of somebody. Didi, I'm talking about the 2000 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Yeah, Jessica Biel Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then the shot of through the head.
That's my
in
favorite
the car,
shot.
and how that's peak filmmaking. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, if you left, that's too late. Moving on to the next subject now. No, I'm just kidding. You could chime in. A24, Curry Baker, $800 YouTube film, landing a major A24 project after his festival hit. There's a $14 million bidding war. A24 won.
Hell yeah.
And there's already 9 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films.
A24?
No, just in general.
Oh. I
'Cause
thought
there's,
you
like,
meant they got approved for like 9. I was like, what? No, that's really cool. And yeah, that one with Jessica Biel, that shot through the head,
Yeah.
peak cinematography.
Yeah, I'm it's so funny. Like I'm just a fan.
And you know what? Not nominated for any awards. And that shot was so amazing.
Just not too long ago, we had this discussion about horror movies. Needed to be nominated a long time ago.
They have not been appreciated whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I'm actually mad because I wasn't like a huge fan of The Substance, but it got nominated and won all this stuff. And I was like, I was happy anyway because it was a horror movie that was nominated. And this
it's
year,
a crazy movie.
I get it.
I just rewatched it not too long ago, and I'm like, man, this is fucking unhinged.
It's fine.
This movie.
It's fine. It's not
wild.
It's fine. But there's
don't like it?
there's better horror movies that exist that never got appreciated
I agree.
whatsoever.
Like Scream.
Yes. Hereditary, The Witch,
I didn't
Midsummer.
like it.
You didn't like The Witch. You don't like Robert Eggers. You
No.
like more accessible films. You like more accessible films.
Don't you fucking point.
You're
your-
fucking you
No,
you actually are you
what other
like,
stuff has Robert Eggers done?
You don't like
I just
don't
felt
like
like
original IP, do
I
you?
do.
You
Robert
like
Eggers did Nosferatu. Okay, like that's not.
Yeah, you don't like him.
No, I know, and
He did
I thought that movie was so overrated. It was
well,
beautiful,
it was beautiful and amazing, incredible.
but that
No,
doesn't make a good movie. I thought Sucker Punch was beautiful. Wasn't a good movie.
insane.
Zack Snyder makes some beautiful looking stuff.
Anyways,
Anyways,
you know
I was
what?
gonna
I
say-
haven't liked a single one of Zack Snyder's movies.
You're tripping. Yes,
You're-
you have. The
What?
Dawn of the Dead that he did. You didn't like that one.
I never watch it.
That's
I don't like him.
that was early Snyder. Like that's before he was even. Come on, the Dawn of the Dead with the running zombies.
I didn't see it.
It was
No,
dope.
I straight up didn't watch it.
Watchmen. You didn't like
I didn't like it.
Watchmen?
No.
You didn't like Watchmen?
No. I'm a
Is-
huge fan of the comic. It sucked.
Army of the Dead?
Mm-mm.
I'm a huge fan of the comic too.
Didn't like it. I'm not a fan.
Legend of the Guardian?
No.
The Owl movie?
Yeah, the
That movie's
cartoon.
sick. Yeah.
That's a Zack Snyder joint.
Yes, the Zack Snyder show in
Damn.
2010 Legends of the Guardian. That was like, and let me tell you,
good?
it's like 26, well, 16 years old. The CGI in that's phenomenal.
It looked,
that's
I
goes to
didn't
show
know that
you-
was him,
Oh yeah, that was Zack Snyder.
but sure.
This is the Snide Man. The Snydar.
I'm just saying.
Did you see Army of the Dead?
No, I did not.
It was like a casino heist movie with zombies. And
Oh, that's the one that Chris
Dave
D'Elia
Bautista.
was supposed to be in, and they filmed it all, and then he got canceled, so they put
but
Dave
now that dude's
Bautista in.
back.
Yeah, he's back.
Back again. Anyways,
Hide your friends.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm excited about this.
No, I am too.
Walt
Say-
Disney Company.
Wait, Zack Snyder doesn't do it, though.
No, he doesn't. No,
I'm in.
that's not. It's not Zack Snyder. We digressed on that one. The Walt Disney Company is releasing some of their more popular songs in ASL. So they were very adamant about saying that they didn't use AI for this, and they actually went as far as posting on their YouTubes and social media about the process of the animation that they're going to be releasing. We don't talk about Bruno. I think which
In the
I don't know.
ASL.
Yeah, they're
Which is so
It's
cool.
because of
I saw the Encanto one.
yeah,
today. I saw a clip of it.
that one. So they're all going to be available on Disney Plus on April 27th.
Do you know how you spell your name in ASL?
I think P-A or A-B-L-O.
Yep.
Yeah. That's one of the few things I do know. I also know standing on
Business.
that's the other one.
Mine's
Oh,
OLIVIA.
Olivia. That's how you spell that. What's
Or-
Didi? D-I-D-I.
Yeah.
I
which is
forgot
D,
all
D
the.
is well, skip it.
Is it D or D?
No,
D? D?
no. D isn't. It looks like this.
We gotta look it
But
up.
it's not. It's like this. I think it's this. DID. You know what I mean? I have a friend that does it so quick, and
I know,
I'm like,
love-
I can't.
It's kind of beautiful, American
It's
Sign Language.
gorgeous. I wish I could learn it.
But Disney's doing this in part of Deaf History Month. They're releasing, we don't talk about Bruno from Encanto, The Next Right Thing from Frozen 2, and Beyond from Moana 2.
Mm.
And director Hiram Osmond is helming the project along with producer Heather Bolgett and Christina Chen. The team collaborated with artistic director DJ Kurz and Deaf West Theater in Los Angeles to create a reimagined sequence. The quote here from Kurz is that Disney stories are universal language of childhood. The chance to bring our language into the world was a historic opportunity to reach a global audience. Look, I appreciate this, but let us not forget that Josh Damaro just fucking fired 1,000 people. So thanks for the ASL stuff. I appreciate the inclusiveness. I don't support you guys firing across your different services.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Why'd they fire him? Why'd they fire?
Because
Why'd they fire?
no,
Why they?
if your response is AI, there was more people that were not artistic that got fired. Sure, there were some artists that got fired, and that's what got the most headlines. But there was just like a lot of average people that work in the office that have nothing to do with the creative end of Disney that also lost their jobs. Diddy, it's not all about AI. It's about sometimes just maximizing profit and reducing spend in quote unquote redundancies across departments. That's like the corporate term, which is like they do the same thing. They're just in different departments. So it's not, once more, you can't.
Well, who's doing those jobs now? I wonder.
Nobody. They just gave double the work to one person. Is what they're saying is like, hey, now instead of like you who's in charge of marketing for freaking subscription services for Disney, now you're going to take also in charge of this department. So double the workload. Who knows if they're all getting raises, but they should be happy to work at Disney. right? We're one big family here, except you guys. Y'all are fired. The Simpsons are phasing out the couch gag, which might be signaling the end of an era. Are the Simpsons unwinding? Have you watched The Simpsons? And I love The Simpsons. I'm glad it's still on. But when's the last time you watched an episode of The Simpsons?
Well, we had this fight last time that they're making a new movie, and you were like,
"Oh yeah, that's
like,
right.
Oh, new movie ended already," and I'm like, "Who cares? Keep it going. Keep it going forever. Who cares?"
Even without the couch gag.
The couch gag, like their intro.
Yeah.
Well, what are they trying to do?
They are saying that, okay, so this is from Screen Thrill. Simpsons are quietly phasing out one of the most iconic tradition. The show isn't officially banning couch gags, but they're no longer guaranteed in every episode.
Well, like that's their intro. What are they gonna do?
I think they kind of did that for a while too. Like I don't need the couch gag on everyone unless it's a special episode. Showrunner Matt Selman revealed that they'd rather use the full runtime to tell a better story than to squeeze a couch gag in with every episode.
Well, that's not even new. Like if you watch all the seasons of The Simpsons, there's some of them that don't start with a couch gag, and it's just like the clouds, and it goes like The Simpsons.
Yeah, but they just end up watching the show on the couch, and they'll just sit there. Or did they always?
No,
there's some where they just sit.
No, there's some that the couch isn't even involved, and it's like it just like starts, and it's just like the clouds, and it's like The Simpsons. Yeah,
that's how it always starts. But it's what it's saying is like lately, The Simpsons always kind of had a bit of a couch gag at the end of the intro. They always have the do with it, but lately,
I know. I'm telling you that sometimes they cut the couch gag all
together. Yeah.
So it's not anything new. Like so now they're saying that they're just gonna do
they just got really elaborate is what it is.
Every single time it's more elaborate.
Yeah, it's gotten super elaborate where it's like an
maybe they're like,
one.
We're not gonna do this anymore. We're just gonna do the Simpsons intro with the clouds, and then we're gonna go on to the Simpsons.
It did feel for a while like as far as like the internet zeitgeist was but the Simpsons couch gag always got more coverage than the actual episodes. Like I feel like if I see new Simpsons stuff, it's usually the stuff that goes viral, quote unquote, is the new couch gag.
Yeah.
So I think that they've been chasing those viral moments, and what they're really saying is we're going to stop chasing viral fucking couch gag moments and try to chase like viral in-show moments.
Yeah. And why not?
And why not? You should. That's exactly right.
What I want is everyone to stop picking on the Simpsons. Let them run for 1,000 years.
Well, the other thing that they're saying is the problem, and it's not AI, is that streaming services, a lot of viewers on Disney Plus just skip the intro. So some of the gags aren't even being seen.
And they spend so much money and time on them.
Time and energy and effort.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys aren't appreciating the couch gags.
Who skips the intro to The Simpsons?
Yo.
You animals? No, I'm pissed. Who does it? Comment below.
People are everybody comments. They're like, yeah, fuck the couch gag.
You can't skip the intro of something that's changes every single time. You can skip the intro if it's like,
what's the male gaze? Am I getting is that like the Gen Z stare?
What does the comment say?
It's about the male gaze for Pablo.
What does it say?
Nick Cage will do anything. Oh, so back to our discussion. Nick Cage would have done it outside of SAG-AFTRA, by the way.
He would have. You know what? I believe wholeheartedly we could get Nick Cage on this show.
That's the goal.
He'll do it. That's high praise.
That's high praise. Hey, you want to come do a mediocre podcast? Nick Cage, come on down to the Deeper Issues Dink Den.
Dink Den?
I don't know. I'm workshopping it.
Oh, like that.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Say the male
last
gaze,
thing.
Comment. Say the comment. So I can tell you what it means.
That I'm just about the male gaze. I don't know.
What does it say? Read it exactly.
It's the exact comment. It's about the male gaze for Pablo. LOL. That's like the Gen Z stare.
No.
And that's
the male gaze is like, wait, but what part of show. No, the male gaze is like, all right, I'll tell you later. I don't know. We gotta skip.
Okay.
I don't know what part they were talking about.
Anyways,
Ryan Gosling. They're talking about like a soft, like the male gaze. Oh, that's a lady.
Oh, the gaze.
No,
The male gaze.
no, the male gaze is like Sydney Sweeney for you.
Oh yeah,
Jessica Rabbit.
Sydney Sweeney. Have you watched the new season of Euphoria?
No, I don't watch that show.
Wild.
That show is shit.
Wild show.
Yeah, I heard they dress Sydney Sweeney like a baby.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I
The
bet.
show's fucking.
I told you that show's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's why I watch it.
That's why you watch
Not
it?
because of her, because it's like it's a perspective on just like people that are really screwed
Well,
up.
I told you that show's problematic.
People are problematic.
The creator.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not. It shows in the show.
Yeah, but the creator who created the show.
You're talking about. Well, we'll have that discussion on a separate show.
All right, fine.
But yes, I know what you're talking about. That he stole the aesthetic from that girl from social media creator.
Yeah, but also
Completely. And they
also having Sydney Sweeney in a baby outfit, literally acting like a baby.
it does
weird.
serve to the
What is
that weird ass character.
What does it serve?
It's all about like you know what Euphoria is like watching a bunch of like young attractive people who have the minds of the Tiger King. And then are just like in high society situation.
You like that?
It's fucking crazy. I mean, I watched Tiger King.
You like that?
Yeah. Did you hate Tiger King? Did you not watch it?
I like Tiger King. It's fine, but I wouldn't watch a bunch of teenagers doing that kind
They're
of stuff.
not teenagers.
Oh, technically,
No, they're not.
they're in
teenagers.
high school, Pablo.
Yes, it's a high school. But now it's about addiction.
You're gonna
But they're
You're gonna
not
make me
teenagers
crash out.
anymore.
You're gonna make me
Anyways.
crash out again.
Coyote versus Acme got a trailer, and then we got a trailer for Clayface. Did you watch a trailer for Clayface?
I did not.
It's cool. You want to watch it in real time?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. So you watched the Street Fighter trailer, which is awesome, by the way.
I cannot believe how good that movie looks.
Katao Sakurai, freaking, it's got, yeah, it looks amazing.
It looks fucking good. Like
Super
that's gonna be a good
stylized.
movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great movie. I'm so excited for it, and we're definitely gonna be screening that at Chapman Crafted Beer, the '95 Street Fighter at some point. But what do you think about that movie? While I get the Clayface movie queued up, about the trailer.
I just thought that it looked very stylized, and the actors look amazing. The sets, everything, like it looks funny, it looks interesting, it looks beautiful. Like I don't know, like I didn't watch the new Mortal Kombat movies, but they just looked a little like they're trying too hard, you know? This was trying to keep it a little fun, little like does this make sense? Hold on. Does this make sense? You remember the Fall Guy and how it's like kind of like an action-packed, like kind of funny, kind of silly movie, but it's action-packed and it's like has real emotion in it. But it was very stylized. And I was like, that's a good movie. I don't usually like action movies, but that was good. It seemed almost like a video game version of that.
Yeah.
So you're getting like the comedy in it and like an actual comedy and not like just like a couple funny things here and there. And it's not trying to be too serious, but it has the style of like a very, very good film. I love that shit. I like when they do that.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I really like when they
I'm
do
here
that.
for the Street Fighter movie. Oh, here's a clarification about me picking movies for hot chicks and you picking movies because they're. I don't always pick movies for hot chicks. That's not true. I got the Clayface trailer. Here it is. What was that? Was that a handoff? What are you handing off here? I lost the Clayface trailer.
I gave it to you. Yeah.
I had the Clayface trailer and I lost the Clayface. There it is. Hold on. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it
You see
goes.
me?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Now what's Clayface? No.
Clayface. I'll explain Clayface here in a minute, but this is the trailer for Clayface. But it's a pretty. I mean, it looks like it's a horror movie or body horror movie.
Body horror.
I don't know. I don't want to get kicked off for sound, so I'm gonna turn this sound down here. But it's just like the song. Do you realize?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a rendition or version of it.
Sick.
Little Zack Snyder-esque. So
This is a teaser, yeah?
yeah, it's just a teaser, but yeah, so this is the guy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang, that looks good.
It looks good. I'll tell
But
you.
you know what?
You know my beef? I got beef.
Yeah. Oh, okay, tell me because I have beef.
You got beef.
No, you tell me first.
My beef is I'm just tired of fucking
I'm fucking
movies
tired
about
of
Batman villains without Batman in them.
Well,
Sure.
the Batman villains are the best. And they're better than Batman.
Loco in the chat. Look, they are, but what makes them good is the yin to the yang. I'm gonna get an origin story. So, and I think the other thing was, I don't know if this exists in Matt Reeves' Batman world. I thought what was really cool is that they did do kind of a Penguin story that was its own kind of story about other characters in Gotham, and I'm not against that. But I think why it worked with Penguin is because we saw Penguin and Matt Reeves' Batman first, and we saw him interact with that character. That's how we were introduced to them. And then you're kind of diving into that world. I hated Joker. I thought it was both of them.
A movie about the incel?
Yeah, I think the movie was crap.
But he's not
cool, beautifully nice, great. You ripped off King of Comedy. You made a toothless piece of crap.
Yes. Okay. Sure.
But it has nothing to do with Batman. And this is the other thing is like,
but
why is there no Batman in this?
The thing is
Where's the
that
Batman?
you want to see the Batman?
No, if you're gonna make
Batman
a
is the worst part of Batman. Like the villains are the best part, and I'll die on that hill.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the villains. He has the best villains.
Batman is the worst part of Batman? Is that what you just said?
I stand by it.
Batman
Tell me about
is
it.
deliciously emo. And you should
Well, I
never
really do
say
I really do like that
anything.
noir version of it.
Batman's fucking awesome, but also I'm not. Here's the thing. My problem is
But kind of chill sometimes.
stop
a lot
taking
of those
the IP. Just call it something else that's not Clayface. Stop trying to lure me in. Just be like
with
fucking
the IP.
yeah, like with an
Because we
intellectual
know that
property
they're
and
not
keep
gonna
my
include
Clayface
it.
in Batman.
Yeah, we know that they're not going to like include it, and it's not going to be like this extended. DC famously does not do good with like a universe.
Well, this is under James Gunn.
James Gunn's doing it.
Well, James Gunn is now in charge of DC Studios. He's the head of DC Studios, as the same way as Kevin Feige's in charge of Marvel Studios.
Well, he's gonna tie it in, brother.
No, he said the Matt Reeves Batman universe doesn't tie into any of his.
Well,
DC
that's fine.
universe stuff.
We're gonna get a new one.
We're gonna get a different.
We're gonna get a new scene of freaking Martha's beads like falling on the ground. I can't do it anymore, you guys. I don't want another backstory for Batman. Please, for the love of God.
Yeah,
I
we know
cannot
he
see his
exists.
parents dying again. Oh, poor baby. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, he
Dial it back.
gets sad and he turns into a superhero. His sadness makes him. Batman's superpower is his sadness and his super Trey Gothness. Like,
Bro,
I'm here for it.
I'm so sick of that backstory.
I'm not. You're sick of
you're
sick of seeing an origin story for Batman, but
he has the best villains.
we had this discussion
I
that you were
love-
wrong about. May I remind you?
I'm right.
That Matt Reeves' Batman movie did not have the death of his parents scene in the movie.
I know, and it was still deliciously emo, as you say.
It was deliciously emo.
The most emo one of all.
Yeah, it was.
One might say.
It was great.
You
And
didn't get the backstory, which I appreciated.
yeah,
I was like,
we
I'm
just
so
know. We
sick
know.
of
I
seeing
know
his
you're deliciously
parents
emo at this point. You don't need to show me how you became
dying at the
deliciously emo.
opera. I know, I get it. You know, like other superheroes have more trauma throughout their life where sometimes they focus on that. But his is like that one. And then we have to keep seeing that one thing that makes him like, this is why I do it.
I don't think you're going to see that because James Gunn said his version of Batman that's going to exist within the shared universe with Superman and those characters is already going to be already exists in that world. We saw the animated version, or whatever, in Creature Commanders.
Yeah.
But so he said,
don't,
and they already said that the story is going to be The Brave and the Bold. It's going to be more about his dynamic with Damian Wayne.
If James Gunn does it, I'm on board, but I'm just
well,
like,
he greenlights anything that, and the one thing I appreciate about James Gunn is he's very adamant about, I'm not greenlighting any movies until it has a solid script. So I have no doubt the Clayface movie is going to be cool. My beef is I just don't want to see a Batman villain without Batman, because I'm signing up for the Batman of it all. You're going to tell me Gotham City and all these different things, and I like that character. I like Clayface. There are different versions of it. Just call it something else.
what if they just talk about him a little bit?
A little bit of Batman talk, and
Yeah, he can't be everywhere at
flirt
once.
with a little flirt with Batman.
Well, they're just like the like in the Harley Quinn
do you know
movies.
about the Batman? Yeah, sure. That'll probably
Suicide Squad.
happen, and it's
Where
just
they're
gonna
just like-
piss me off more.
Why? Because it's kind of like a little tease.
Hey, you know about that Batman that we never get to see?
Well,
in
yeah,
this
like
movie?
like
Why would you even
how
bring him up if you're not gonna show me a little boot or something, a little cape, a little transition
you are
with a
so
Batman
about
cape?
like
Batman, yes.
his bad guys are the best, and I stand by that I don't care if he's not in it.
The Batman talk has also reminded me that we did not do today's haul, and Ty was going to help with this. Sorry, folks, I didn't have a chance to do today's haul, so we don't get to feature.
I'm keeping this sweatshirt.
But there are there are new #1 comics that you can go find at your local comic shop. So I still want to shout that out. Step into your local comic shop. There are some #1 comics you need no prior knowledge or insight out there to be able to enjoy. So we do talk about comics in the show. We just did continue the discussion with AI. And I think
and we said the same stuff. Dude, you convert shit.
Olivia's now, we all have
You're so, it's insane
Olivia's
that you
not
think
even
that you,
real, y'all. I've been podcasting with generative AI this entire time.
whoa.
Did you even know that? You're like, I gave you a whole backstory.
You mean I've been working all this time?
I wrote in a
Getting a
backstory for you to
paycheck,
think that's all that's happening.
What?
I created it all. Yeah.
Damn, why the fuck would you make my life so hard?
Creates more compelling, interesting characters for the audience to be able to digest.
Give me a better backstory, bro.
No.
Rewrite.
Relatable. You're the everyman.
No. No. I'm mad at you. I'm keeping this sweatshirt.
DINC video, y'all. We're going to be back on Whatnot. I'm going to be back on Whatnot tomorrow. If you want to buy some cool VHS tapes, support mediocre podcast, podcasters that potentially, or YouTubers that potentially could go on to direct the next A24 film. A24, looking at you. Oh, sorry. Looking at you. So check out DINC video. Follow us here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. If you've been watching the show, please give us a like. Hit that subscribe if you're not subscribing. Do all that stuff. You know, all that social media stuff. But Deeper Issues Nerdcast or DINC video. Whatnot. You can support us directly there by buying stuff. It all goes back to this podcast, plus the new DINC video space and whole video store experience, brought to you by Deeper Issues Nerdcast. We do have an event coming up on May 18th at Chapman Crafted Beer. We're going to be screening on their very large screen the 95 Mortal Kombat movie starring Christopher Lambert. And then the movie's amazing. Since the new Mortal Kombat movie is coming out this month or in May, we're going to just try to do a little comparison. So after you see the new Mortal Kombat movie, yeah, we're going to do Street Fighter whenever. We'll probably do that one in September, right before that other Street Fighter comes out.
Okay, you're right.
But the other thing is I'm going to be doing I'm trying to see if I can get other vendors. This isn't solidified yet, but I will be there selling VHS tapes, but I'm going to just have a mega blowout kind of sale. I have a lot of back stock, and I was going to do like $3 VHS, 2 for $5, 5 for $10, and just throw out a bunch of stuff. There's going to be a lot of gems, just like all the overstock. We're going to bust it out at that event as well. And I'm going to try to get other VHS vendors and vendors there. So we're going to make a whole to-do about it, because now Chapman Crafted is exclusively giving us the movie night.
Hell yeah.
That's an exclusive Deeper Issues
First
Nerdcast
Monday
event.
every month.
Not
No.
anymore. We're just gonna a random Monday of the month.
Oh, cool.
So, however, the other thing is that they're gonna stay open a little bit later for us.
Ooh.
Now. So we'll be able to start the movies at like a normal movie time at like 7:15, and then be able to have like a little pre-show, preamble, all that good stuff from like 5 to 7, whatever it may be. So Brew Crew Burger is gonna be there on those days because they're there on Mondays. They have a really good smash burger.
Tell them to get a veggie burger.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them.
I'll bring my own.
No, we're gonna tell them they gotta make one. Be like, hey,
I'll
do you
bring
have
my
a
own.
vegetarian option?
Yeah.
Or at least a grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese, at least.
Some sort of thing. Brew Crew, come on, help us out here. Help Didi out. She likes beer. She just needs
beer.
But you did, I thought. I mean, like if you're going into like eating
I'm not.
sweet little baby cows, then that like that sweet little baby cow you ate that you told us
It
about
wasn't a
last week.
baby. It's not a baby.
That young adult cow.
I'm not eating meat.
That cow that had his whole life ahead of him. Did you know that cow?
I shouldn't have ever told you that.
No,
I'm mad.
Diddy, you should just do it. You need protein. You're cold.
Cool.
Are you not? Where can we find you on social media, Diddy? Where can we follow you?
Not That Diddy on Instagram, and then here at Deeper Issues Nerdcast, hopefully every event that we do. The Frida.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know about the next Frida event. But definitely May 18th we'll be at Chapman Crafted Beer. That's the next event. And then we now have a spot in the Friedman building in Old Town Orange. So if you want to make an appointment to come have that VHS store experience. As you can see, like our beautiful backdrop here, flooded with all sorts of goodies, fun films. This is our own nerdy Criterion collection.
We should do something like
I know. I've been trying to workshop that name. What would we call it's not the Criterion Collection. I don't know why they even call the Criterion Collection, to be honest with you.
Crapterion.
The crap.
Crap.
Dr. Grant, why is the Criterion Collection called the Criterion Collection? Can you pull that up? No, I don't know. I've been trying to workshop some sort of like nerderian, the pop culture.
The VHS. I
don't know.
Fizz.
I got DVDs now. I've got DVDs and some Blu-rays. I have physical media.
Fizzterion
Collection?
Fizzterion? No.
The standard or the benchmark. Oh, okay.
So it's like everybody's like favorite movies. They get it like tour, and it's like the benchmark of why they started doing what they did.
The nerd standard. Something maybe about the gold standard. We'll workshop it. Hey, if you guys have any ideas, send them our way. Comment on our video. Check us out everywhere you find your podcast. I do be selling TVs, Loco, and I have some DVDs of Friends on standby for you whenever you're ready to come and visit it. We'll create some content there. Give us a follow. All things Deeper Issues Nerdcast, DINC video. Yeah, look, hey, until next time, y'all, be kind to each other, keep your mind broad, and may all of your issues be comic book.